I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations.
My first musical memory was being locked in the car on long journeys with my parents and my sisters, and in order to keep the children quiet in the back, they'd play people like Don McLean, the Beatles, of course, and the Beach Boys. And I think one song that I remember endlessly was something like Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys on constant play.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Leonard Cohen wrote an amazing song called Hallelujah, and the most incredible take on that was Jeff Buckley's. And to hear him singing that, to feel the mood that he captures with that song, it's definitely been an inspiration for me, not only as a songwriter, but also then in the way it's produced and the simplicity and the honesty with which he gets the production and the vocals and the feeling of that song through. All the other guys at school had their record collections. Obviously their parents had introduced them to a whole array of music, from I suppose Bowie and Supertramp and Pink Floyd were another great influence, and then that's when I went out and bought my first album. I think when I got Wish You Were Here, because the album cover of the two guys shaking hands, one of them on fire. And from another album, Money was a great song I remember playing over just for that incredible sample that it had on repeat, and just the way they made music in the first place, the way they recorded music was so diverse and so awe-inspiring. Everything else I'd really heard was quite strict on its singer-songwriter vein. These were definitely a really diverse band who were so experimental with their production. Other songs I think are phenomenal. There's an amazing singer-songwriter called Cat Power. Again, she just is really cut down, really raw production, really simple approach to her music, and the simplicity then is just incredibly engaging with the way she captures what it is she's trying to get across, and on the whole she's trying to get across some pretty miserable ideas. I guess the album that introduced me to her was one called You Are Free, and I saw her playing in the South by Southwest Music Festival. It was an incredible sight actually, because as she was playing in her really timid way with her hair in front of her face, the whole audience there was singing the backing vocals, which not only is financially efficient, but it was just an incredible sound really of one woman singing her songs and the whole audience knowing her backing vocals. But I think my favourite song of hers is one called Maybe Not, which is a desperately sad song, but wonderful nonetheless. The band last year that I was really excited by were The Killers. Their debut album, Hot Fuss, was an amazing album, and I think what was most exciting about it was not only individual songs that really capture the imagination, again, such great stories in their way, so exciting in the way that they're produced and performed. Mr. Brightside was a great song, and you know, it's great melody. It's got great rhythm within its melody, and it tells its own story as well. And they do so with so much energy and so much flair that, yeah, as a band, great fun.
I will always be in a club with you in 1973.
People often talk about the pressure of the second album, but I found it gave me a sense of freedom, and the result is an album that I don't know how it'll do in the world, but I do know that I really enjoy it.
I would call you up every Saturday night.